Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well. So, in the last video, we had discussed about heat and temperature and how to measure temperature, and also we had discussed little bit about clinical thermometer. Yeah, and I had told you that there are two types of thermometers. One is clinical thermometer, and the other one is laboratory thermometer. So today we will be discussing about laboratory thermometer. So before we proceed, I had asked you a question on the other day about English alphabets, right? I had asked you how many alphabets are there in English language. Most of you had answered me telling that, sir, there are 26 alphabets. I was very happy about your answer. And many of you were also, you had also seen the cat in the image which I had shown. I was happy about that also. So I would like to tell you one thing. There is no 26 alphabets in English language. Like how many Varnamala is there in Hindi? It is only one. And how many Varnamale is there in Kannada? It is only one. Similarly, English alphabet is also only one. There is only one alphabet in English language. Not only English language, any language for that matter, it has only one alphabet. And in one alphabet, English language has 26 letters. Okay, and where did the name alphabet come from? The Greek and Latin languages start from alpha and beta. You may have seen this alpha and beta. So this alpha and beta together made the word alphabet. That's it. It is derived from there. And how many alphabets are there in English language now? It is only one, and one alphabet has 26 letters. You should never forget this. Hope you will not forget this. And now you are seeing something on the screen. I would like to know, what do you see on the screen? Okay, please type in the WhatsApp chat when you are watching this video. What are you seeing on this? This screen. Okay, so moving forward, I told you there are two types of thermometers. One is clinical thermometer and the other one is laboratory thermometer. Yes, clinical thermometer is used for clinical purposes only. It is used for measuring the temperature of the human body. But laboratory thermometers are the thermometers which are used for laboratory purposes. They are used to measure the temperature which is beyond 42 degrees Celsius and below 35 degrees Celsius, because the range of clinical thermometers is only 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius, correct? But then a laboratory thermometer will measure the temperature beyond 42 also and below 35 also. And of course, it will measure 35 to 42 degrees also. But still, we can't use laboratory thermometers for measuring the temperature of human body. I'll tell you why. Okay, I'll tell this later. So laboratory thermometer, the lowest temperature that this thermometer can measure is minus 10 degrees Celsius. And the highest maximum temperature it can measure is 110 degrees Celsius. Okay. So the range of temperatures that the laboratory thermometer can measure is minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Okay. Laboratory thermometer is used to measure the melting points, boiling points of liquids and temperature of many liquids. It is also used to measure room temperature. There are different types of laboratory thermometers. One such laboratory thermometer is maximum minimum temperature. We all see in newspapers the weather report is given, right? And the weather report, it is given that the maximum temperature of the day is so much and the minimum temperature of the day is so much. How was this calculated? This is measured with the help of a thermometer, laboratory thermometer, which is called as maximum minimum thermometer. And yes, so when we are using laboratory thermometer, we are supposed to take care of certain things. Just like clinical thermometer, we had certain precautionary measures. Similarly, laboratory thermometer also has additional precautionary measures. What were the precautionary measures that we discussed when we discussed the clinical thermometer? We discussed that the thermometer should be washed and sterilized before it is used, and we should ensure that mercury level is 35 degrees Celsius there, but here it is not required. I'll tell you why a little later. And read the mercury level along the line of sight, yes, here also it works the same way. And handle the thermometer with care, because it is made up of glass. It may break very easily, and do not hold a thermometer bulb while reading it. This measures are the same. In addition to this, there are other measures also. While using laboratory thermometer, it should not be tilted, it should be upright. For example, if this is my laboratory thermometer, I cannot, if I have to measure the temperature of I don't have anything here, but then yes, if I have to measure the temperature of say a glass of water, then I cannot place it tilted like this in the water. I have to place it straight like this. It cannot be tilted, it should always be upright. Okay. And the when I'm saying it should be upright, the bulb should not be touching the surface of the container. Bulb should just be dipped in the surface space where the temperature is to be measured. May it be a glass of water, it should be dipped in water, but it should not touch the bottom of the glass, the bulb. Okay. And temperature should be measured when the thermometer is inside the space only. If I'm measuring the temperature of water, then the temperature should be red. The reading should be taken when the thermometer is inside the surface, or inside the space where the temperature is to be measured. Because what happens in laboratory thermometer, as soon as we remove this laboratory thermometer from the space where the temperature is to be measured, the mercury level falls off. It will fall up to whatever the room temperature is. Immediately it will fall off. I'll tell you the reason. Because you may have a question like, sir, in clinical thermometer will this not happen? Yes, it will happen in clinical thermometer also, but it is a little slow. Because in clinical thermometer, there is a constriction which is present. Constriction, a kind of bend is present there near the bulb, so that the mercury will not fall off very quickly. So in clinical thermometer, even after we remove the thermometer from the surface where the temperature is to be measured, correct reading can be got even after removing, and I'll see like this. But in case of laboratory thermometer, that is not the case. Here are the differences between clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Clinical thermometer is used for measuring body temperature, and laboratory thermometer is used for laboratory purposes. The range of temperature that can be measured in clinical thermometer is 35 degree to 42 degrees Celsius, and the range of temperature that can be measured in laboratory thermometer is minus 10 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. And Celsius spelling is wrong here. It should be CELSIUS. The clinical thermometer, it can be tilted while measuring the temperature, but in laboratory thermometer should always be placed upright. And in clinical thermometer, the constriction is present, which prevents the immediate fall of the mercury level. So mercury will move slowly. That is why we whip the thermometer before we use it. We will ensure that the mercury level is below 35 degrees Celsius. But in case of laboratory thermometer, that is not there. Immediately when we remove the thermometer from the space where the temperature is to be measured, the mercury level will fall off, because there is no constriction in the laboratory thermometer. So this is all about clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. But nowadays, a lot of inventions have been going on, and we have found, the scientists have found, that mercury is very dangerous substance. It is not so good to be used for recording the temperature, maybe in laboratory or in clinics for measuring the temperature of human body. So mercury thermometers are almost been avoided, and now people have started using digital thermometers. There is a lot of analog and digital thermometers available in market. That those kinds of thermometers are being used, and we have almost been come out of the era of this mercury thermometers. So hope all of you have understood with the concept of thermometers and the concept of temperature, how temperature is measured using laboratory thermometer and clinical thermometer. I hope that you have understood the concept very clearly. And if you have any questions, definitely you will ask me in the WhatsApp chat. Thank you, students.